Guys, I finally did it. I've been looking at this gadget for a while and thought, like, man, it's a pretty nerdy trumpet gadget. Like, I can't imagine, spending my money on something like that. Surely it's a waste of money and I should just practice instead. But while trying to do other things and working on a new kind of practice regimen, I started feeling like it'd be really handy. And so I broke down and bought it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this thing. This is the Pampet, from Trutra. And essentially, it is obviously a trumpet valve replacement mechanism, like to kind of practice when you're away from your horn. And it has a built-in lead pipe that works with the mouthpiece receiver, and then you can adjust the resistance at the end of the quote-unquote lead pipe by closing this hole. And so you can swing this little gate basically over, and you can dial in the resistance based on what is comfortable for you and beneficial for you. Everything's plastic, so the valves don't require oil or anything. I almost kind of wonder if there was a way to quiet them a little bit, because you can hear it's a little on the clanky side. You definitely couldn't use this in a library. But on my recent trip to ITG, I did take it on the plane with me. And as I was going through some of my lower register Arban studies and Clarke, some of the things where there's a lot of funky third finger stuff, the person in the row in front of me would occasionally kind of look around trying to figure out what in the hell I was doing. And that's the main reason I bought it, is as I've kind of been dedicated to this Eric Bolvin Work Through the Arbans manual. If you search for Eric Bolvin, Bolvin, Arbans manual, he has a great practice guide on how to practice through the Arbans. That's why I've been doing that. And there's a lot of things in there that I don't need the horn on my face to practice. I just need to get the fingers. And if I try to do the fingers just in the air or on my arm or on my leg, there's not enough resistance, tactile response, or sound to quite know how I'm doing. Plus, there's no resistance. So it's just not the same. It's better than nothing. I have found improvement even by just doing the fingering on the top of my leg or something. But having the resistance of valves is quite a bit different. And then being able to combine that with I'm not really a buzzer, so I don't generally buzz, although you certainly could. But I do like to do the air practice. So to be able to go that kind of stuff I like to do, to just synchronize my tongue with my fingers. But I have found it really useful. And on my flight to and from ITG, I was working on a couple things with some of these Arban passages that I was just having difficulty with, which I'm finding improvement on, even though I've not spent much time on the horn with those exercises. I'm just doing this, so it saves face time and allows you to practice it anywhere. But also, I've got a brass band gig coming up that I'm playing soprano for, and so obviously I can't practice soprano on the plane, and so I had downloaded all the music, both the audio and the sheet music, and I would listen to the recordings and would essentially just kind of play along using this. And when I got home and actually was able to get my instrument and start practicing it, I found the finger part of it I already had that down. So that part of it was great. So this thing has been really, really useful. I've really enjoyed it. It's lightweight. It's inexpensive. I want to say it's less than $40. And yeah, really, really great. And if you're the kind of person that would like to work on your finger dexterity, or if you are a buzzer, I think buzzing is better this way with this type of lead pipe setup than buzzing alone, because buzzing alone just this way can make your chops a little too tight. Most people do it wrong. And buzzing through here more accurately simulates the response of buzzing through the trumpet. And you can tell that because, like, if I'm buzzing on here and then take it off, it just turns to air, which is the right way to play, in my opinion. So I really like this combo. So yeah, if you want kind of a shortcut, kind of a hack to be able to work on fingers, this is a great thing. Like airplane. I mean, I'll throw, like, for longer car rides, I'll throw it in the car, and I won't use the mouthpiece at that point. But I'll just have it in my hand, and because a lot of these exercises, like my Clarks and some of these Arban stuff, I have memorized, and I'll just sit there and, like, practice them that way. You can do it away from the horn if you're in a situation where you don't have your horn or don't need your horn, but you want to just work on those things. I will just remind you again that it's not the quietest thing. So, like, I could do it in my office for sure, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But you'll just need to kind of judge for yourself if an area is too quiet or might cause distraction to others by using it. And it's real loud, obviously, when you're fast and doing all that kind of stuff. Slower pieces and things like that, if you're not trying to go really, really fast, it's really not that loud. But if you're banging the valves down and trying to work a fast, articulate passage, it was loud enough for the person in front of me on the airplane to hear it while in flight. Okay? So yeah, the Trutra Pampet. Honestly, don't know if we're going to sell these at Ernie Williamson or not. I might look into it because I do like it, and generally, if I like a product, I often do try to stock it, just to be a resource for folks. But regardless, I like it. I like mine, and if you think it'd be useful, I would recommend it for you to check it out. All right, friends, there you go. The Trutra Pampet.